In the heart of a fog-drenched forest stood a small, dilapidated cabin. Its wooden frame was warped with age, and the windows were long shattered. Few dared to approach it, but one cold October evening, Emily found herself at its door. She had heard rumors about the cabin for years, tales of those who had vanished, of eerie whispers in the dark. But tonight, the truth was more than just a story. It was a challenge. Emily, a young journalist with a penchant for uncovering the unexplained, was determined to get to the bottom of the mystery. Her flashlight cut through the dense fog as she approached. The door creaked open with a groan, revealing a dusty interior cloaked in shadows. She stepped inside, her breath visible in the chill of the unheated room. The cabin was a time capsule from decades past. Dusty furniture, an old fireplace with a rusty poker, and faded photographs on the walls. Emily's eyes were drawn to an antique mirror, its ornate frame covered in cobwebs. The glass was cracked and tarnished, but something about it pulled her in. As she moved closer, her flashlight flickered. She adjusted it, and the reflection in the mirror momentarily showed not just herself but something else. Shadows that didn't align with her movements. Emily shook her head and took a deep breath. Her reflection stared back at her with an unsettling calmness. Suddenly the room grew colder. The flashlight dimmed and a low whisper echoed around her. She spun around but saw nothing. When she turned back to the mirror, her reflection was gone. Emily's heart raced. She checked the mirror again. Her own face reappeared, but this time it was not alone. Behind her reflection stood a figure, shrouded in darkness, its features indistinguishable. The figure's eyes gleamed with a malevolent glint. She stumbled back, bumping into a chair. The figure in the mirror moved with her, its eyes locked on hers. Emily's breathing quickened as she realized the figure's mouth was moving, whispering words she couldn't quite hear. Desperate to escape, Emily turned to leave, but the door slammed shut with a deafening bang. The room was plunged into darkness. Panic set in. She tried the door, but it wouldn't budge. Her flashlight flickered back to life, illuminating the mirror once more. The figure in the mirror was closer now, its presence almost filling the glass. Emily could see its eyes more clearly, eyes filled with anguish and rage. It reached out, its hand pressing against the glass. Emily's own reflection mirrored the action, but the hand in the mirror seemed to reach through the glass. A chilling scream erupted from the depths of the mirror, and the temperature plummeted. Emily watched in horror as the figure began to pull itself out of the glass. Its form was translucent, but its intent was unmistakable. In a final act of desperation, Emily grabbed the poker from the fireplace and smashed it against the mirror. The glass shattered, and with it, the figure let out a final, guttural roar. The room fell silent, and the door creaked open. Emily fled into the fog, her heart pounding in her chest. She never looked back. The cabin was abandoned once more, the mirror's shards scattered across the floor. And though she never spoke of that night, the whispers in the forest grew louder, carrying the tale of the journalist who faced the reflection and lived to tell the tale. Yet, as she would discover years later, some mirrors never truly break. They only wait for their next chance to show what lies beyond.